was a shell of a human being, but I was also really good at masking. So in my last year in the army, the night after I attempted to kill myself, I was awarded the most outstanding soldier of my unit. So I got like a big ass trophy and a ceremony for being the most. Everybody at work thought by this point, I was no longer infantry because my body was too broken. I was just an absolute mess. I'm on a pension now, which is why I'm able to do Brothers Keeper and work as a chaplain volunteer, because I'm on a full-time pension because my body's just destroyed. And I reached a point where I was like, well, kids would be better off without me. I'm a shit dad anyway. I was going through a divorce. I was in the middle of discharging from the army a second time. I was doing drugs. I was drinking. I was just a shell. Everybody thought I was the nicest guy they'd ever met. Everybody was like, he's so happy. He's such a great worker. He's the hardest work I've ever seen. It's because while I was at work, I was distracted. I'd take on 3 people's jobs because I was distracted. And then I hit a point where I was in my car and I was like, what's the point? So I just had shoulder surgery. I had like a packet of endone and I'm like, I could just eat this packet of endone and everything stops. Kids are better off without me, you know? And what I normally do, because I've been in that place quite a few times before, is what I used to do is I'd look at photos of my kids on my phone because that was what would stop me from going over. And I was looking at photos of my kids and I felt nothing. I'm just like, they'd be better off. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. And then something told me, I had a friend, one of my friends who actually made it into special forces. He'd been to hell and back in his own journey. I'm like, maybe I'll just give him a ring, ring a mate, phone a friend. And I called him and I just started crying. And he goes, I know where you're at. He goes, I know where you're at. He goes, what do you need? And we just spoke. And I didn't end up doing it that night. And then the very next day I got like a trophy for being the most outstanding soldier in my unit. And I'm like, this is just hilarious. So I got out of the army. I got
Sorry,
divorced.
I need a breath.